Hi, my name is Chelsea and welcome to Collective Self, an intentional community where you are always welcome. I'm so happy to see you today. Today we are doing some yoga for our upper back, and we're going to be starting with a quick meditation just to ground ourselves into our practice, arrive on our mat, and feel our best, feel our most present during this time. So right now I invite you to find a comfortable seat. You can pause the video and come back. And it might help to sit on a bolster, something to elevate the hips above the knees. You can sit in hero's pose on the knees, or you can find another comfortable pose. You can also come to laying on the back if that feels comfortable for you during meditation. But wherever you are, just find your seat, find your center. Amazing. And just take some time to settle onto your mat. Perhaps closing the eyes, or softening the gaze, or finding a spot in the room to focus on. Seeing if you can follow the thread of that frequency from its inception to its end point with your breath. One more time, inhaling. Exhaling gently, taking your time. And last one. Hunkering down, becoming heavy through the hips, and grounding into the floor to begin your practice. Continue connecting to the breath, allowing the breath to be a thread that you're following for this entire practice. Your breath is really what is going to connect you to your awareness at all points in time. So connecting to the breath and moving intentionally through the breath is something that is really big in how I teach yoga. Continuing to find that body-breath connection, feeling the inhale, feeling the lungs expand, the belly expand, perhaps feeling the spine straighten as you come a little bit straighter, become a little bit more stronger in the spine, a little bit more aware. We're stacking the head over the chest and the chest over the pelvis. See if you can find awareness in the palms of the hands and the fingers. See if you can become aware of the wrists, the elbows, the forearm. See if you can feel, or perhaps your shoulders are rounding forward, or perhaps pulling together at the shoulder blades. Drop the shoulders if you find that they're crunched up by the ears, relaxing down the body. Breathe deep into your awareness. And exhale. One more, breathe deep into that awareness. Know who you are. Inhale. Pausing at the top. And exhaling out with a sigh. One more, inhale all the way in, audibly inhaling. Holding. And slowly exhaling out. Returning to a normal pace of breath. Whatever time or day that you're using this, right now I want you to find 3 things to be grateful for. They could be anything at all. It could be what you ate for breakfast this morning. They could be your partner, your new house, a new desire just dropped, Whatever it is, I want you to just hunker down on those 3 things, marinate in them, feel the gratitude for having those things in your life. Stay present in gratitude. Now we're going to shift our focus to our intention for showing up today on our mat. Today we will be using some props. So you will need to have those handy, but I just got ahead of myself, so let me roll back, let me come back to our meditation, excuse me. We are going to be setting our intention right now for our class. So whatever it is that you want to gain from being a part of this class right now, from showing up and giving yourself this time and this energy, I want you to just set your intention right now. Breathe into that intention, breathe life into that intention. And let's seal it. We're going to inhale the arms up overhead, bringing the palms to touch, hands to heart center, bowing. And let's slowly begin coming out of our meditation, opening the eyes, coming back into the room, and preparing for our upper body strengthening and flexibility practice. Whew. Okay, so for this practice, you are going to need a block or a bolster, 2 blocks. or a pillow or a rolled up blanket, something that you can place under your spine for when we do supported fish. Otherwise, we are not going to be needing many props for this practice. It is prop free outside of supported fish, but obviously props can be used in any way at all times, just for your comfort, convenience, and support. So if you have props that you want to use during this practice, I highly invite you to use them. Yeah, this is your practice. Let's get her done. So we're gonna maintain an easy seat. If you're laying down, come meet me in an easy seat right now. And we're going to inhale the arms up overhead. Exhaling, bringing the right elbow to the mat and rolling over to the other side, looking at that top arm for a side body stretch. Grounding down through the outer hip, letting the hips be heavy here. Perhaps bringing the arm behind you for a bind if that feels good. Twisting, looking up, opening up through the chest. Bring the arm back up. Inhale to come back to neutral. Exhale, drop to the other side. Side bend on the left side. Bringing the arm to a bind if that feels good. Opening up the chest even more. Looking up here. Pressing into that elbow, coming back up to neutral. We're going to do both sides one more time each. So coming back up, inhale the arms up. Exhale, plant the palm, plant the elbow, scoop the left hand over. Inhale to come back up, and exhale to drop to the other side. Taking a bind, opening up through that shoulder. Come back to center. We're going to take the right palm and we're going to put it straight out as if we're planting our palm against the wall. And then we're going to slowly begin bending our left ear to our left elbow, our left ear to our left shoulder. Feeling a stretch in that side of the neck. Finding movement in the shoulder if that feels good, or lifting and lowering the arm to find the perfect stretch for you. Connecting to the breath here. Remaining strong through the spine. Drop the fingers. Let's walk the other hand out and let's plant that hand. Dropping the ear to the shoulder, opposite side. Finding movement if you like here. So creating a rainbow shape with that chin. Sort of traveling up and down with the chin. Finding a bit of play here. Walk the hands down. Coming to the other side, planting the hand last time, dropping the ear to the shoulder. Exhale, drop the fingers. Inhale, bring the other hand up, dropping the ear. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the hand, coming back to center. We're going to be rolling the head out slowly. Just getting into that neck. Connecting to the breath here. Connecting to the breath through the entire practice. Switching sides if necessary. Rolling to the opposite side. 3, 2, 1. Come back to a neutral position, planting the hands on the knees. Inhale, open up through the chest for cow pose. Lift the chin, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, round through the spine, cat pose, pulling the chin to the chest. Inhale, open up through the chest, pull the shoulder blades together for cow. And exhale, rolling through, bringing the chin to chest for cat. And go at your own pace. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And you can find a roll here, really just getting into the spine, into the waist, enjoying the feeling of stretching out and warming up that spine. Getting into the chest, the shoulders, and into that upper back, and opposite direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to stillness. Just take a second here. Come to put your legs out straight. So legs are out across the mat like this. You can bring the booty meat outside just to protect the tailbone a little bit. Inhale the arms up. And exhale to roll forward. You can let the head be extremely heavy here. Let the chin roll to the chest. You want to have active toes. So instead of the toes being kind of soft, you want to have activeness through the feet. So feet are flexed. Sort of feeling that warmth in that opening through the muscles of the back body, perhaps through the back of the neck. Begin walking the hands back. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, left hand comes to right knee. Right hand comes behind, looking over the right shoulder for a twist. Inhaling, not dropping in the chest, but really maintaining our integrity through the spine. Inhale up, come back to neutral. Exhale, twist to the other side. Maintaining the strength in the spine, pulling the shoulder blades together. Inhale, come back to neutral. We're going to walk our palms forward once again, resting wherever is comfortable, flexing the feet, and then rolling, collapsing the head and the shoulders down. Breathing into any pain or discomfort we might be feeling. And if it is super uncomfortable, you can always come back up a little bit and fold once again. But make sure that you are not what was I gonna say? No, I don't worry about it. You're doing great, sweetie. If it's uncomfortable, you can always come a little bit further out of the pose. If not, you can even go a little bit deeper into the pose and get a little bit more of that heat and that activation through the back body. we are going to cross the ankles, come to a comfortable seat, and then we're gonna roll forward into a tabletop position. We want to make sure that our wrists are underneath our elbows and our knees are underneath our hips. So we are like this, tabletop position. Catching our breath here. We are going to be tucking the toes under, and on an inhale, we're going to lift the knees about a few inches off the ground. So 1, 2, 3, inhale for our bear crawl position, tucking the ribs towards the hips. We're activating the core here for 3, for 2, and for 1, drop the knees. You can push back, kind of stretch into those toes if you'd like. On your next inhale, we're going to be lifting the knees again, activating that core. So inhale. Release. Okay, come to a child's pose. And come back to tabletop. Last one. Wrists under elbows, knees under hips. Tucking the toes. And on your inhale, lifting. Tucking the ribs towards the hips. And dropping. Oh my goodness, that's good. We're walking the hands out, dropping the chest, bringing the chin, the forehead, or the cheek to the mat for puppy pose. Planting the tops of the feet. Walking up and backwards. Whew. Coming into a child's pose. Bringing the chest, the forehead, or the cheek to the mat. Coming back to a tabletop position, lifting the left arm and spreading it underneath that right arm for thread the needle. Being sure that our hips remain squared towards the front of our mat. So instead of the hips sliding over to the left, sort of making sure that we are scooching those hips back towards center. Returning to neutral, lifting that right hand now, and sliding it underneath the left hand. Bringing that left arm straight out. Or even using it as an anchor point to get deeper into the stretch. Active through the tops of the feet. Breathing here. Coming out of thread the needle now, coming to the belly. Tops of feet come to the mat. we're going to be active through the glutes. So squeezing our glutes, bringing our hands to our oh my goodness, excuse me. Bringing our fingertips to our ears, squeezing the glutes. We're going to be lifting up the chest and the shoulders from the mat, squeezing. So inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, drop. Forehead comes to mat. Inhale. Exhale, drop. Take your own pace. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, number 10, inhale. Squeezing the glutes. Squeezing the shoulders. Hold, hold, hold. And exhale. Very good. We're going to do something called seal push-ups now. Our hips are going to stay on the ground. Our elbows are going to come in, almost like you're going to do a cobra pose. Hands come flat to the mat, right about alongside the chest. Inhaling, we're going to push up, pushing into those shoulders. Letting the hips be heavy on the mat. Exhale, come back down. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. 4 more, inhale. Coming back down. 3 more. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. 4. And last one, making sure that we're squeezing the glutes to protect the lower back as well. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders together. Holding at the top. And coming back to the belly. Exhaling. Very nice. You're going to bring your arms to your sides. Let me move my bolster really quickly. Excuse me. Okay. You're going to bring your arms to your sides now. Forehead comes to mat once again. Feet are about hip width distance apart. We're going to be doing our locust pose. So on your inhale, squeezing the butt, back, and glutes, and lifting the feet. So inhale, lift. The tummy should really be the only thing that is on the mat. It should be contracted to protect your body. Exhale, release. Push into a plank pose. Plant the toes, plant the hands. Push up. Hold for 1, 2, and 3. Come back down, chaturanga. Bring the arms back. Inhale for your locust. Inhale up. Squeezing. Protecting that back, strengthening it. Release. Come to plank. For 3, 2, 1. Drop. Chaturanga Dandasana. Drop to the belly. Arms come out. Last time. Lift for your locust pose. Strengthening the back. Squeezing the glutes. Rolling all the way down. Forehead comes to the mat. Toes tuck under. Plant the hands. Lift for 3. For 2. And 1. Drop the knees. Make the knees as wide as the mat. And push back into child's pose. Come to lie flat on your back. Feet are planted on your mat. Feet are planted on the mat. Windshield wiper the legs from one side to the other, allowing the legs to be heavy. Lift the feet. We are actually going to grab our blocks now for supported finish. So what we're going to do is set up our blocks in a T shape. We're going to put one block long to go along the spine, and we're going to put another block underneath the head for support. If you have experience with doing supported fish and you don't want the second block to support your head, that is completely fine. Otherwise, I suggest starting off with the head support and then gradually getting more used to the pose and doing it that way. So here you can use a block, but you can also use your pillow or your rolled up blanket for this portion of the class. We're going to be in this pose for about 3 minutes. It's one of the best poses for releasing the tension in the upper back. So option here to have the arms sort of splayed out. We can have the feet planted on the mat, we can have the feet straight out in front of us, or option to have the feet in butterfly pose, Halasana. Really see how much you can surrender yourself over the block. See how much you can breathe into the discomfort if you are uncomfortable. And see if you can stay present with yourself. We're going to start coming out of this pose now. So plant the elbows next to you and use them as an anchor. Slowly roll up your block, take your time. Slowly just remove the block. Come to lie flat on the back. You may feel almost like a hollowness in the back. Breathing into this. We are almost done, just a few more poses. We're going to kick up the left leg, flexing, rolling the foot, the ankle here, and we are going to cross it over the right knee, and then we're going to be slowly dropping that to the left side, or excuse me, to the left side, there we go, for our supine pigeon twist. Lifting the legs now, switching sides, lifting the opposite leg, rolling out the ankle and crossing it over the thigh, and then slowly dropping to that side. The head comes to look towards the other direction. Lifting the legs, planting the feet, and slowly sliding the feet out to the end of the mat. Palms come to the sides, palms facing up. Preparing for Shavasana. Allow this to be a time where you rest, where you don't do anything except for exist. This would be a nice time to remember the intention that you set at the beginning of class. And this would also be a great time to extend some gratitude to yourself for showing up for your friends. I typically like to have Shavasana be 10 minutes, so feel free to stay here as long as you like, but I am going to close out the video now. If you enjoyed this practice, you can leave a like, a comment, and please subscribe to the channel so that you can stay updated when I'm posting new manifestation videos, new yoga practices, and I would love if you could join our intentional community over on Facebook. It really is something, so I would love if you would check it out and come be part of the squad, come be part of the community. And until next time, sending so much love, so much joy, and namaste. I'll see you later. Bye.